Well, I thought I'd shoot this video to show some of the orchids that I have, which I call the orchid jungle. And we're so lucky here in Florida that we can hang things outside and they just bloom. The thing is, from this video, you can't smell this orchid, which smells like cinnamon, but you can see we can arrange things to get some more light or not so much light with the vegetation that we have growing here. And here's one that went to seed pod, which I just wanted to see what would happen. But we've got things all along here blooming. Here's some little Nodosa crosses. Here's a Malachi Luth. And here's another one. This is another Malachi that's just starting to bloom. This section of the garden gets a little more light, and these guys love the light. We have huge oak trees here which help us shade during the high heat of the summer. Here's another really pretty orchid. It's an orange and red, and this is a cross, and very beautiful. And you can see we're getting some more buds here coming in. This one here, one of my orchid people had this on his porch, and I liked it so much. It's his own personal cross. It's a cross, and it's just beautiful. I can't wait till it flowers, getting ready to do that. Here's some more. Here's another one here. This one I've had for years, and you can see how the light, you can see the sheath here building up inside where the buds are almost coming out. And here's some more. Here's another cute one. If you like green, that's perfect. And we've got blooms here and we have blooms over here. It's really turning out to be a nice specimen plant. I've had this one here for probably about 5-6 years. Here's another one that's just starting to bud out. This is really a pretty one. This is from Curl Smith. They're called DLC Line Cooler. We had one bud just die, but here's another one. Here's a little Nodosa over here. Here's another one that's getting ready to bud. This is a really cool one. This is called Cracklin' Rosie, and it's a real pretty flower. I'll post it once it starts blooming. It blooms 2 times a year for me, so this is its second time, usually in the spring and about now. So you can see all the orchids here, some of them. This one's starting to put out a lot of new growth, so I'm going to expect some blooms here shortly. Some more. Come over here. Here's some my hanging ones. I bought this. This is a gram. I can't even say that, but anyway, puts out this beautiful. Here's the stem. Beautiful long strand of blooms. In January, it's sent out. This is all new growth here, and this is all new here. So I'm expecting several nice sheaths. Here's another plant. This grows here. This is spring. I'll get some shoots in the spring. Here's another Nodosa up here in the tree. Just loves this spot. I don't know what I'm gonna do. The problem with baskets, they should make them in cement so they don't rot. But this one here I'm losing the basket, so it looks like I'm gonna have to, but you can see the blooms all over it. I'm gonna have to soon. Here's some of my My Vandas, they're young yet. You can see the vegetation here. So here's all the orchids. There's another Vanda. Plumeria, if you guys aren't familiar with those, they're big in Hawaii. Depending on the color, you get more smell out of them or not. And very easy to root. You just kind of stick them in the ground and they root. I grew it up north, but you just don't get a long enough season up north really to get them to bloom. So here's some more down the Orchid Trail. And we'll go into the pool, the lanai area and the pool screen sunroom area. Here's some things I picked up yesterday that need to get put in the nursery area. Here's some that are blooming. This is a real pretty one. If you can see how pretty, that's a pink. That's a golden zilla crossed with a pastel queen. It's really pretty. This is the one I've had on the web. This is that Cumberland Beauty. Just a beautiful color for this time of year. And it just blooms. Here's a bloom here. Here's another set over here. This is one that I've had for years, and I'm gonna have to repot it here soon. Another one getting ready to bloom. Some of the doses here. Here's another pretty one coming in just about any time now. This one here, ooh, the smell on this is just gorgeous. Here's some dendrobiums up here. Here's my firewind dendrobium. This thing has been blooming since February. And the nice thing about this is, if you can see way down here, this was the old spike, and then it sent up a new one right where the old one. Here's a new one coming out here. Should get a new one on this pretty soon. I'm hoping that this one sends out a new one. So that's the wonderful thing about this fire wings, is that it just blooms constantly. It never stops. It loves being in this pool cage. It's about a 20% screen, so it's like, you know. Here's my bulbophyllum, and look what's coming soon here. We should have some flowers. This is just about opening. This is going to be like a white pastel with a purple lip. Here's another dendrobium. Here's something new here. I just got this yesterday, and it's a pretty color. Hopefully it will make it to my Thanksgiving table. So you can look down the row and see all the blooms here. And at night, I'll tell you, it smells unbelievable out here. Here's another one here that's just opening up. Brought this inside. You can see it's in different stages of opening. And it's going to have buds all over that. That's going to be really pretty. And then on this side of the house, oh, here's another one blooming. This is, you've all heard of this one. This is the George King Serendipity. You see that'll make a nice specimen plant in a year. It's got quite a few buds on it. And then you come out here. This is our bar area. But come out this way, and this is the nursery. So as I get brand new pots that are a little less than like 4 inches or less, they come out here where I can watch them, and they get a little more TLC here as far as watching how they're doing. And I had to sturdy up the thing and throw in some steel rods into the ground just because it got a little heavy. And we get storms in the summertime here, and the winds kick up. Here, I am waiting for this to bloom. You can see the long bloom on this. This one here is, here we go, this is a Santa Barbara sunset. And I can't wait. This is just beautiful. And this will bloom supposedly all winter long, or a good part of the winter. And so I've been babying this, and got one spike here. I have another spike right here coming out. So that should be soon too. Here we can mount them outside. You can see some of the, this is where I have to go take anything that really requires more shade. Here's another one. You know, some of these require a lot more shade, so these trees give it'll get the morning sun, then shade it all afternoon. On this side of the house, here's some more plumeria here. So you can see how tropical we can get.